Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel again. My name is clearly stated. I want to go back to a topic that I've already touched on before in another video, and it's about stop drinking the Kool-Aid. I'd explained to you guys initially how I'm in the middle of my own transformation, probably the biggest transformation I've ever made in my life, which is quite incredible actually. I'll share a lot of that with you, but it's not really what I want to talk about right now. What I really want to talk about is how they're feeding you this Kool-Aid and making you believe that they're there to help you and assist you, and they're there to care for you. Problem is that in order for you to be who you truly are meant to be, you have to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. You have to stop believing that they're there to help you. Their purpose is their pocket, which is based on your illness, not your wellness. The entire industry is based on keeping your illness alive, not you. The illness is where the money is made. Because if you're dead, they're not getting anything out of you. So they'll tell you to take this drug, but the reason why you're taking that drug is because the TV told you to take the drug. But the TV also told you what all the symptoms are. So when you go to the doctors and you ask for the drug, you know what symptoms to tell them you have to get the drug that you need. You understand how silly the whole process is? It's sad. And the science itself behind it all has been poisoned by the money distributors. They're trained in the industries and the institutions of knowledge that they entertained as real, right? Teaching their own curriculum and their own thought beliefs and their own processes. And ensuring that the people that are doing the research, if the research is in their favor, then yes, sure, we'll give you the money. So science has been corrupted, and it has been since the beginning of time, pretty much. Well, it's tried to be anyhow. But the point is that you need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not telling you to throw your drugs away and stop talking to your doctor. No, not at all. I'm not telling you to do that. What I am telling you to do is become self-aware of your own character and what it is that you're going to bring to the table once you fully understand that you have a purpose, you're here for a reason, and in order for you to execute that purpose really well, because only you can do what you do, nobody else can, you have to be fully present. So in order to be fully present, you have to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Trust me, I'm learning this right now in this part of my life. And like I said, I'm transforming myself, right? And just to give you a little bit of my progress, I talk about it a little bit in other videos. Maybe go back to the early ones that I first did. They're the first ones that'll give you a little bit of an understanding of my transformation and where I'm coming from. It's been a couple of weeks now. I'm actually quite impressed with myself. Um, well, I have a bottle of wine that's been sitting in the fridge for a couple of weeks. Haven't touched it. And what's that's teaching me is that I do have the strength and the ability to negate that negative action that will just be to my detriment. I have control over that. I really do. And I realized that the day before I decided that I was not going to be drinking anymore. The day before, when I was on the phone getting help, that the person on the other end was asking me, and I'm trying to be as truthful and as honest as I possibly can because I'm looking for help, right? I'm looking for all the right answers. And in order for you to get the right answers, you have to make sure that you're asking the right questions. So um, you have to be truthful with your situation. So, anyhow, so she's asking me, blah, 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 and I'm like, yeah, I quit there for a while. I was down to like 2 days a week, and I was doing really well, and now I'm back up again. And okay, so what do you mean you're back up? Well, I'm probably up to about maybe 5 days a week. Now I'm back to drinking like I was initially, maybe not drinking 2 days a week, and go, oh, wow, she says. I'm certainly not going to tell you to quit. No word of a lie. And the reason I'm not going to tell you to quit is because, when you're drinking that amount of alcohol and you suddenly stop, it could be detrimental to your health. And you know what? When you think about it medically, I kind of get what she's saying. I get it. Okay. Look, I'm not trying to argue I'm not. Okay. The point I'm trying to make here is, since when quitting an act that is poisoning your body become a poison in itself? When they decided to make it that way. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a nurse. I'm not any of those things. Okay. So, at what point did they finally decide to start telling those that drink too much to not quit drinking? Now, I'm trying to understand at what point did that happen. And this again goes back to what I was saying earlier, right? You got to stop drinking the KoolAid. Like, seriously? So, how many patients have you lost that have decided to quit drinking or quit their drug of choice and have literally passed? Do we have numbers on this? Because if we do, please, 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 please give them to me. Okay, please. I'm curious. But the point I'm trying to make is they really don't give a shit about us. It's all about their pocket. Having you alive sick is way more beneficial than having you dead. But when you're dead, then they'll have a whole new industry that they'll be able to feed your diseased body to. Literally, right? So anyway, back to my original, which is really just stop drinking the poison. Just stop drinking the KoolAid and understand that you have the power, you have the strength, you have the ability to say no. I've been sleeping the best I've ever slept in my life. That's no word of a lie. I haven't had a drink since July 10th. We are now July 25th. So, at the time of this taping, anyhow. So it's been a little bit, and I'm not going to say that I quit drinking for the rest of my life. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that I don't need it right now. I'm saying that I have so much more that I need to do. So anyhow, like I said, just stop drinking the KoolAid. You have a lot more strength than you give yourself credit for. And it's okay that you've been drinking it. It's okay. Which is a whole new subject. We'll talk about that in another video. Thanks so much for taking the time to listen to me. I hope you all have a great day, great afternoon. Listen, give me some comments, right? What has triggered in you, what resonated with you in my conversation? Anything in particular, please. Let's start a conversation. Let's be interactive here. Let's start bringing out ourselves through these channels and encouraging and empowering each other. Thanks for tuning in. Looking forward to having you tune in again. Subscribe to my channel. Talk about me. Tell people, right? Forward me over, wherever. Thanks. Until next time, you guys take care of yourselves, okay? Welcome to Vibrating Minds, and this is Clearly Stated.